boob shot.
We get massive side boob, and it looks like she fell out of her top. I don't know why that's relevant, but
the truth is, once again, we're breaking down the minutes. We might as well say it.
Right,
and then, might as well keep looking at the boobies.
And then the five guys are kind of thrown.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. We're all of a sudden like, what's the ape that keeps giggling every time?
Oh, the
what is his name? That keeps
Julius.
Yeah. Sean and I just giggled like Julius when we talked about side boob. We're sorry about that. I'm sorry, Richard. Go ahead.
I know. That's a side boob. That's all I got.
See, we giggled again.
So we're getting them into a cart with hay. It's got it's metal enclosure.
Right.
It's got wooden wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got very classic kind of wooden wheels with kind of a metal thing around it. It's very primitive.
They know how to make their metal and woodworking.
And we get a shot of Zira where Zira is truly upset, and only Cornelius can console her. He kind of steps forward and puts an arm to her back, hand around the shoulder. Why does she care so much? He's the one that's trying to prove everything. Does she believe something about the humans that she's not voiced? Because she truly does care about him.
She has seen something different in Bright Eyes
than
anybody else.
Okay, maybe it's just immediately changed
Bright Eyes has literally talked to her and made coherent arguments with her. Sure. How can she treat him as something lesser anymore?
Right.
He is something important to her.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely get her caring at that point.
If you were in a farm and you were raising chickens, and one of the chickens all of a sudden said, by the way, I would prefer to be under this heat lamp because it's better, would you say, oh, let's put them in with all the other chickens, or would you raise that one special?
I would say I like you better with buffalo sauce.
So I had mentioned at some point a little bit earlier that maybe Zira is the person we're supposed to be following, that she's the one we're supposed to be sympathetic to. This moment is definitely more, the last couple of moments have really been more about Taylor and his reaction to these kind of these elements and the futility of his situation and where he's at.
Right.
But those little moments with Zira kind of bringing back to the idea that we're supposed to relate to her, what she's seeing happening around us.
They're definitely a combination of the two. Maybe it's that her world is changing. Maybe it's that Taylor realizes the futility of his nastiness, his beliefs on mankind. Now he's the last of mankind as far as he knows.
Or the last intelligent one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to an extent, now everything that all the disdain that he's had before is thrust upon his shoulders.
Did he honestly think that the anger that he exuded running after Isaias was actually going to get him anywhere? That he could actually
that is kind of odd.
It was a blind fury.
It's not, he's not exactly the smartest astronaut in the ship.
Without question.
Well, he might be now.
If he just had his
one's dead.
One's at the bottom of a lake. One is
dead. Stuffed in a museum. One's the bottomized.
But
and then
that outburst of running to him, I guess for the audience is like that's what you would do when you had that moment of anger. But it's not going to get him anywhere.
No. On a fun aside, we do get a shot as they get into the cart of horse going across the lens with a chimpanzee on it. It's the first time we've seen chimpanzees riding a horse, not a gorilla.
Why do you think they had that horse kind of walk in front of the shot?
I think that's an assistant director just saying, let's get a little chaos in the shot.
It's good to have something go in front of a shot.
Yeah, I could see that.
It goes to what Sean and I have talked about many times with the prequels, the Star Wars prequels, how you would have shots of massive sets and two people on it and nothing happens. If you put something in the foreground, it at least says chaos, action, tension. And it's a great little moment, but it took me a couple of times of trying to watch for the side boob, and I was like, does he boob? And then went, oh, look, it's a chimpanzee on a horse, which is a song, I think, waiting, a chimpanzee on a horse.
Don't you call my side boob a chimpanzee on a horse?
I just think today people would wear their hair just like Landon's, with that big shaved horseshoe on both sides.
I want you.
That's a nice fade.
Yeah.
It's a nice horseshoe fade.
Since you already have...
The problem is I don't have the mohawk part in the middle, so I've already got the fade going on the side. It's just called having no...
So real quick, going back to Landon's scar, did that scar up awful quick? If it's only been weeks and you've been lobotomized, that should be scabbed.
Having head wound stuff in my family, JJ, with her... scar on her head, that took a while to heal up. A month, it would not look that pretty.
It wasn't just a pink scar.
No, a month there would still be like scabby blood on it and kind of like reddish. And
it would at least
like
look a little inflamed.
Yeah. It would not be a perfectly healed scar.
Right.
I'm going to have to assume that this surgery took place at some point earlier. However, the freshness of the shave and the scar
that's true. They would
implied that it happened very recently.
It did.
It happened extremely recently, which would mean something or someone was moving this process along very quickly.
Maybe Landon was speaking this entire time, and before this trial, then they brain surgery'd him.
It could be.
Well,
just to undercut Taylor's arguments.
I have stuff that I want to talk about in the next minute.
Can you please stammer over yourself like that? I love that.
Maybe we should just head out of the store, head home, hit the hay, come back tomorrow, and talk about the next minute.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
I was really loving this minute, but let's go.
Screw this minute. This minute's dead to me. I'm already looking to minute 74.
Thursday.
Right. Well, that's
Thursday.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this 8 minute. If you want to find us, you can go to our website, MotAapes.com. If you want to contact us, you can email us at podcast@MotAapes.com. You can hit us on social media at all the MotAapes logins, whatever they are. I don't know anymore. Todd, quit looking at me like a smarmy asshole.
Wow.
I just want to curse more to make you have to listen to every episode over and over and put all the edits in. All right, so for this minute, I'm Sean. For Richard and Todd, I'd say goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.
And say goodbye.
Bye.
The minute of the apes.